Welcome to Tech Wizard Stream. Today we're going to begin a new adventure. We're going to start a Let's Play through a different kind of crafting and survival game. Today it's going to be Conan Exiles, Age of Heroes. This game was released back in 2017, 2018, but it has had a recent update to the Age of Heroes. It is a open world survival crafting. It has a really great building mechanic. You can build anywhere in the world and the open map. And I've got over 100 hours in it and figured I would share the start of a new character and the start of a new game with you. So we'll give a few minutes for people to join us here on the live stream, and then we'll get started. Hello everyone. Welcome. Give us just a few moments and we'll get started. Hello. Welcome everyone. Welcome. There's just a moment when we will get started. Let's switch on over to our live scene here. And let's get started. Post this. And we'll go ahead and get started with the game here. So we've already picked out our character. There's quite a few things we can pick. Race, there's a number of races. The Cimmerian is actually the race that Conan the Barbarian in the original movie was, so we're going to go with that. Religion Mitra, I like the giant bronze statue, and I like what Mitra stands for. Virtuous life, honor. Says it abstains from sorcery. We may or may not abstain. We'll just have to see. But more than likely we won't abstain from sorcery, but we'll see. And then, Having this giant avatar, giant statue avatar would be kind of cool. So we'll go with Mitra. Voice, stoic, head options, and finalize our character here. So here hangs Tech Wizard, the Sumerian, condemned to death and exile from crimes including banditry, swindling a baron, monopoly. Any who remove the body, living or dead, from the cross will be flayed alive, along with all members of their family. Well, that's great. So, looks like we're stuck here. Or are we? So let's hit confirm. Let's go ahead and get into the character.
During the year of the Cobra, a prisoner captured by unknown means was transported into the Exiled Lands, crucified, and left to die for crimes that they made. Comes swiftly on black wings, until fate intervenes.
Welcome in. Hey, Duck, what's going on? We figured we'd try something new today. Aska's having a lot of issues because they had an update today. I see. Ooh. See issues all over the Discord about problems they're having, so I might wait a week to get into Aska. Start a new character. But today
thirsty,
it's Conan.
dead man? Shall I cut you down from that corpse tree? It might kill you. You civilized men are soft. Your lives are not nailed to your spines.
Hope you're doing good today, Duck. I hope you'll enjoy watching some Conan.
Where I come from, we kill our enemies in battle. We don't leave them in the desert to die like dogs. So, you live again, dead man. This land does not love men. You are marked, and you cannot cross the ghost fence wearing that. It might have been kinder to leave you on the cross. Live, love, burn with life, slay and survive. We will meet again, dead man.
Out there on them open roads, huh, Duck? Just to driving, huh? Well, we'll get into some Conan Exiles Age of Heroes today. Wednesday will be Enshrouded. And maybe next week we will start a new playthrough in Aska, but we'll just have to see how many people enjoy the Conan. May wait and start a new playthrough in Aska after the next update, because this is just part 1 and there wasn't a lot of new stuff that came out in it. Input settings have been updated. A few new input bindings have been added as part of the new construction mode. Yada yada yada. So we'll just hit OK. Roses are red, violets are blue. Have this comment and you're doing great too. I have been having a great day. I hope you are too. If not, have this follow to make sure yours is like mine. Well, thank you, Pizza Bros. Appreciate it. We're gonna just play a little play a little Conan the Barbarian today. I got a little over 100 hours in the game so far, but figured I would start a new playthrough here on the channel as another game to play, and I'm glad you could join us. Let's listen to this.
Wounded one, the very boundaries of civilization. Beyond the passage of our highways lie the wild places of the world, where untamed savages make endless war upon each other. You cannot pass into the endless wastes enslaved. Your bonding prevents it. Return. Follow the road. Any road. All roads lead to the city.
A little bit of, I don't know, let me look at my settings real quick. Video, I had this, I'm gonna uncap that, see if that's causing it. I might also switch this to high. Okay. That keeps the little bit of bouncing or glitching that I was seeing. I like having it on ultra, but we're going to gather some resources here and gather some of this plant fiber as we walk down this road here. And it's pretty smooth. I'm not seeing a little bit of shadowing here, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. First time I've played this game on this PC setup. Yeah, roads and paths were redone on Aska, and you said villagers can do it now. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's just roads and paths, and then the dedicated servers. And when it comes to that, that's not a lot of new content. I do want to start a new playthrough in Aska because the one we're in is kind of untenable, and we'll start another season since the new maybe after the next update. Right now, I'm going to be playing a lot of Enshrouded. I released a video a few days ago that's really gotten some pretty good traction. You know, like over 200 something views in a day or two, like 2 days or something. So, you know, doing pretty good there. Oh, hold on. There's something. This guy right here will kind of freak you out if you come up on him the first time. Yeah, after the December update. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe start the new year. Maybe even start January with a brand new Aska playthrough or something for the year. Might do it in December though. We'll see. There's a book right here.
Gods curse this sandstorm. We were forced to take refuge before the wind scoured the skin from our faces. There is something in the storm. Beasts. We hear the skittering of their paws outside the ruins, and their howls mingled with the screaming winds. The men are scared. I put them to work crafting rudimentary weapons and torches from the loose stones and rough plants that dot this place. I've yet to meet a beast that liked fire, or the bite of the axe.
I'm gonna craft us a little bit of clothing here to wear. Help us with the heat a little bit, and we need to craft a pickaxe. We need to get some stones. pick up some stones. That should give us at least one. Gives us the pickaxe. Craft that. And we picked up some bugs in our first slot, and we can eat those 2 bugs. Now I do have 2 mods running right now. We'll look at the map. So you can start like over here, left, right, but we did start right here in the center. That's usually where you start out, but you can start in other places. We're on the broken highway right now, and we're heading towards the water source. So I'm going to show you a good location right up in here that I like to kind of place a first build. We may find come over into the jungle area fairly quickly. We'll see. I've built in a couple of different places, a few different places. I mean, the map's pretty large. If you want to, it goes all the way up here, in the volcano lands. You've got the jungle lands, you got the desert land. This area right over here is a good location because you get lots of places to get friends. We'll be able to get some friends there, but there's places all over. I kind of like this place right here for a starter base, but we'll see. First, we need to get out of the heat. I'm using the 2 mods I'm using. One of them it shows our UI at the top left-hand corner as a little bit different. It gives us our food, water, time of day, direction we're heading, that sort of thing. So that's good. And also, we can use our pickaxe to get bark. We've already gained 2 levels now. We're level 3. Just like that. Let's use our pickaxe to gather some stone. Okay. And this is a survival game after all. We're going to gather some resources. And I might go ahead and gather a little bark. Gather bark with the pickaxe on the trees. And if you want to gather actual wood, we need 5 more sticks. So let's look around for sticks as we head towards the water. There's a grub. We can eat the grubs too if we need to, as a food source. Plenty of plant fiber with some aloe. It's good for making healing wraps. Plant fiber, the aloe for making healing drinks. Okay, there's a stick. Need 5 sticks. Let's see if we can pick up 5 sticks. Now there are some NPCs right over this hill, right over there, and they will come to attack us. So we're going to kind of gently avoid them for the moment while we're picking up resources to get our first couple of items, perhaps our first weapon. Okay, so we can now get sticks and stones via using our tools. There's the NPCs down there. They're the bad guys. They will attack us if we get too close. They see us. So we're going to wander along the edge here. Those guys right there will attack you too. They're not too tough, but we are barely starting out. Low level. So we might just wander down through here. I like coming through here. And I like coming around here. Now the first place you could build, which isn't, if you want to just stick up a little square shack, you can stick up a square shack right in here. I built my first little house ever when I first started playing the game right here, and it turned out to be decent, you know. Has a few resources. Not the kind of resources we're going to get in the next place. But, you know, it's not too bad. Another place is right across on that island there. And there's a gentleman right over there that we could talk to right under that statue. He will not attack us. He will just talk to us. But for right now, we need to get some drink. And if we just look at the water and press E, that will allow us to drink. We also have up in the top right hand corner our journal. But let's just take off and do a little swimming. Press C to go under the water, and you will be holding your breath. You can collect resources down under here as well. We gather plant fiber. Hit the space bar to come up and get a breath of air. So I'm going to take you over to one of my favorite locations. Now, we do have to keep an eye out for the crocodiles and so forth. Might eat us another 2 bugs. Keep our strength up. Now, those guys right there can be kind of tough. And the crocodile right now definitely is kind of tough. The journal, the survival journal, wants us to craft and wear clothing. There we are. Wearing clothing. Let's see. I don't think... Let's see if we can kind of get up here and see if we can nab some stuff off of these guys. Okay, loot all. Loot all. Okay, we got some loot there. Crocodiles over there. Now, if he does attack us, we can just run out in the water. He doesn't chase you out in the water. He's doing the moonwalk, it looks like, right there. While we're going is we're going to go right across here. Our location that we'll usually set up our first little outpost. First camp. Just right over here because it has all of the resources. I mean, within just a little bit of walking distance, has a ton of resources that we use in crafting and building and just getting set up. Now, there is that crocodile there. Go down under the water a little ways. Okay. Alright, so we could kill us an animal. Oh, that crocodile's here. Let's see if we have a chance on like fighting him.
Oop.
Wish I had my roll linked to that button. Okay, and we just swing a couple times. He likes to... Oh, yep, that hurt. We really need our roll. So I'm just going to run up here for now. I need to get my roll keyed to my side button. So he likes to chase us, follow us, but he's going to attack that deer there. And hopefully that'll de-aggro him from us. And we're going to come in here to settings, and I'm going to set movement. And I want it to be my... I want it to be my roll. Sprint, dive, yeah, dive is C. And I want dive to be my thumb mouse button. Let's see how that works. Let's see here. Okay, that's good. That's not the dive, I want the roll. The dive, I want to be the top mouse button. So let's just adjust that real quick. So movement, dive. That needs to be this one. And where is the roll? Maybe it's a combat roll. Combat, block, dodge. Dodge is of course left. Okay. Where is the roll? dodge right there, probably. No. Yeah, dodge is left alt. Okay, let's see. Let's check that. See if that does it. Yep, that does it. So that's our dodge. That's what we like to have there. And then if we jump, we can dive with that button. Okay. I have 2 thumb buttons on the side of my mouse. Plus, and then block is of course your... I can roll. I can use my heavy hit with my right mouse button. And then my simple attack with the left mouse button. And this guy right here, little deer, he's already hurt. We were just gonna, I'll let him run away then. Alright, so here is our area. This little plateau right here. I'm going to show you why this is one of the best places early on to set up your first base. And the first thing is because it has iron ore right here. Right here, right away, we could mine iron ore and just hit it with our pickaxe. And bam, we got iron ore right away. Just like that. Okay? The next reason why this location is really, really good is there is a lot of iron ore, or quite a bit of iron ore right all around here. You'll find iron ore right up here. There's a small node of it right there. You'll find some more nodes of it, but the other thing we'll find up here, we're getting really hungry, so we need to get some food. But we'll find this right here. We have coal. So, some coal and some iron ore. That's all we need to kind of start working on getting our weapons, our iron weapons and tools. I mean, just right away, it's a good spot to be able to... Because there's iron ore there. There's iron ore right over the hill here. Right there. Now we are getting pretty hungry, so I need to either pick up some bugs or get some actual food. So let's see, let's eat 3 bugs, that'll help us a little bit. But we need to go ahead and set up, kind of work through this journal entry here. There's also more iron ore down at the base of this right here. There's another node over there. And there's also some NPCs up along the corner, some bad guys, that we could encourage, we could make them our friend if we wanted to. So this area right here is just a good little spot to build our first little base or camp, whatever we might feel we need. There's lots of aloe plants, lots of wood, stone. Up there there's feathers from birds. Over there there's a cave just right over this little way here where we can get brimstone. So yes, just a really great spot. Let me show you where that is on the map. So right here in this area, it's just a really good spot. There's mushrooms right here. Like I said, the cave is right here. We've got iron ore and coal, brimstone in the cave. I mean, just a ton of resources. Up here on this ridge line, there's some of the savages that we can help aim or make our friend, and use them to help build our base. They will work in on our stations. So let's look at the journal here. So the first thing we want to do is kind of follow the journal entries, or the journals that are open. So right here is Survivor. Now, just by kind of taking our first steps, we've done this. The next thing we need to do is craft and wear clothing. Well, we've already crafted it, but sometimes the UI doesn't recognize that we've actually crafted it if we did it before the journal entry. So sometimes we have to put the clothes back on like we did just there, and it's just craft and wear clothing. So even if we've done it a little ahead of schedule, our stomach hurts. So let's see, we have make rough wraps. we really need to get some food. So, to spend attribute points, we'll do that here in just a second. First thing we need to do is build a campfire. Or we'll just eat this food here. We have this roasted haunch. So let's just eat that right now, one of those. That gets us all topped back up. We can continue. It says every level you gain an attribute point. So let's look at our attribute points. That would be right there. And it says add an attribute point. Now the cool thing about Conan Exiles, as you may know or may not know, is that you can put things into attribute points to build your character, and then you can respec them later. You can drink a potion that you can make with some of the flowers and stuff around here, and it'll allow you to just respec these points. So we have 5 unspent points from our first 3 levels. Now 5 points will give you this first tier of things. Now the first tier, first 5 points in strength would give you heavy blows. First 5 points in agility would give you a 15% increased damage to backstab. First 5 points of vitality, though, you gain passive health regeneration. I like that. I think that's a very useful thing right away. Now 5 points in authority would give us active followers will goad enemies and attempt to force them to attack followers. Well, we don't have any followers just yet, so we can hold off on that. Now grit does increase our armor by 40 and our stamina by 20. Now grit is another thing that would be very, very useful. Having stamina and having increased armor would be really useful right away. And then also expertise. Tools lose durability half as quick, and hunger and thirst deplete 33% slower. So really, the first 3 skills I'd like to improve are vitality, grit, and expertise. I have 5 points right away, and I could go ahead and put 5 points directly into one thing, and that wouldn't necessarily be a bad choice, because right away it would give us 40% armor and 20% stamina if we did it in grit or passive health regeneration on vitality. I think I'm going to give myself 5 points in vitality. That way I have the passive health regeneration and I don't have to worry about healing up right away. From then on, we're going to put 5 points in grit and 5 points in expertise as we go. So we now have health regeneration passively. We should be able to see that. Yep, we see our health bar going up as we speak. And that really is beneficial. I think right in the beginning, when you get bit by something, you can always run away, and then you'll just gradually heal, which I think is pretty handy. So we want to follow the next step. The road leads north out of the southern desert. Follow it and search for more exiles. So we should have gone and talked to that guy under the statue. That would have accomplished this next mission there, so to speak. We also have knowledge, and we can unlock knowledge with points. We have 5 available points, and one of the things we want to unlock would be this campfire, primitive cook, so we can cook. Now the other thing is too is some of these things don't cost anything at all to unlock, such as this. If we follow the journey, it will reduce the cost of some of these, and it won't even cost us anything. So it's better to follow your journey rather than just going through and unlocking things. But I know. Now here it costs us 0. That costs us 0. So let's just unlock all of these. That's 0. The shield is 0. Those are 0. The warrior is 0. So we can unlock all of those for nothing. Now construction does cost us 1. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 point in that right now. So we can kind of build our first little place. Now this is all, but you can also come to search and search out other things that you want to unlock. Bed shaper is 1. torch is one. Craft a torch. We already can craft a primitive cook, so it's getting dark, so we don't want to get caught out in the dark too much. Things will attack you in the dark, so we need to kind of be prepared for that. I also want to look at building a primitive cook fire. So 10 stone, 5 sticks. So we've got our hatchet here. Let's just chop some trees, get some wood. We'll get some sticks too. Some branches. Okay. So let's come right up here. Make sure we're not being attacked. Come right here and make us a cook fire. Okay. And press 1. Place the cook fire down. Open it up. Put some wood in there. And we can go ahead and start it up. Now, we don't have anything to cook right this minute. Next thing we want to do, though, is we do want to make a fiber bedroll, which we can make with just the branches and the plant fiber and some twine. Now, it's cool that even though we needed twine, we had enough plant fiber, it auto-made the twine that we needed. So that's kind of handy. And if we put our bed down right here, just like that, now we can... This is our new spawn point. So we've created a spawn point here, so that if we die, we'll come right back to this area. A croc or something like that sneaks up on us. We'll be able to kind of pop back in right here. So let's start harvesting a few more resources. Also want to get, because we're going to get hungry and thirsty again, fairly quickly. Also want to come down here and maybe harvest one of those antelopes. See what else we can make. A little stone to use as our first building resource. And let's see what else we can make right here. Why don't we make us, with the aloe that we collected, we can craft, say, 3 aloe pots. So let's craft 3 bandages as well. And we need a bow. I need some sort of weapon. Now, I really like the stone clubs or the club, the maces, that sort of thing. The one-handed, the bow, hunting bow is good to have too. The fastest thing to fight with, probably one of the best things in the beginning, is your like bone claws, or even really just stone daggers. Your daggers are very quick and they cause bleed damage, and the stone club causes a armor break. For right now, we just attack this thing here. Oh, we're not going to be able to kill it because we really need a bow. Yeah, it moves too fast for us to kill it with our little hatchet. There. So let's get some more wood, branches, harvest a little bit of that, so we can make us. Okay. Now let's see here. What we want to make is a construction hammer. We need 5 of that, so let's get some more plant fiber down here. Now, some of the best places to get plant fiber here actually went the wrong way. There's not a lot of plant fiber down here. I mean, you can get plant fiber from these little guys right here. Those little trees, those little things, but not much down here in the way of plant fiber. But up along this rock face here, right up here, there's quite a bit of plant fiber that you can collect. And we'll be working our way back towards our little campfire that we've created. We notice there's another node right there of that sweet iron ore hiding behind that bush. There we go. So now let's see what we can make. Let's craft 10 twine, because we're going to need a lot of twine. Now for the bow we need 7 plant fiber, 7 twine. So let's just keep gathering a little more plant fiber. And once we can make a scythe or a sickle, the sickle harvests the plant fiber, so you get so much more resource. That's one of the things about this game, that as you increase the tier of your tools and weapon, or your tools, then you start harvesting more from the same node. So like this plant, I would get a lot more plant fiber and harvest it a lot quicker if I had the sickle. So let's come over here now. Let's stand by our fire and let's craft us a bow. And then I'm also going to probably craft, let's see here, probably a wooden shield and a stone club. Those alligators, crocodiles, or whatever have a lot of armor, and the club will allow us to break through that armor and do some armor break so we do more damage. I like putting my weapons up here and my shield in the second spot, and then I like to have my tools in the next spots. We're going to eat those little bugs there for nutrients. Later on we'll use the bugs as bait for our fish traps. So now we have a, oh, and I need to put my bow, and I need to make some arrows. Oh, let me put that right there. Yep. And I need to make some arrows. So let's see, what does it take to make arrows? We need bone, that's bone tip arrows, but I think we can make regular arrows. Spear, flint head arrows. Yeah, we can make flint head arrows. Craft 10. Okay, and the crafting will continue even if we're not in that menu. We'll gather some more resources as we go. There's another slug, or kind of little caterpillar creature. Always good to get aloe because you can make the wraps and little health potions with it that we have there. These aloe extracts will give us healing, and the rough wraps will give us healing. So now that we have some arrows, we have the arrows, but we need to go ahead and equip them to the bow. So now we can hold our right mouse button, and we shoot it in the neck. Usually we can kill it right away. Let's see if we can, may have to chase it a little ways. A lot of times if you catch it unaware, you can drop it in one hit. See if we can hit it from here. There we go, we dropped it. Alright. So let's, oh, there's that crocodile. So let's try out our new okay. So there's our shield up. Getting stacks of shield break on him. He's gonna try to bite at us. Okay. A little more damage here. Our throat feels dry, so we need to go near the water and get some. Oh, he got us there. Let's see if we We're using combinations of the heavy attack, which is the right mouse button, and the light attack. Combination of those together to do that full flurry of blows, so to speak. Now the next thing we need to be able to skin it. We can use our stone cleaver or we can use the skinning knife. The cleaver will give us certain resources and the skinning knife will give us certain resources. We need some twigs and branches, I mean. So let's get some branches from this tree here. Go. Let's see if we can, we need 5 branches. That didn't give us 5. Oh, we're now over encumbered. We notice there that our weight is only 70. And we are now at 73. So, make that skinning knife. Use space to start the craft of it. And we can look at it, we're at 74. So we need to drop some items. We have 215 wood. So let's split that stack down. And let's just space to drop it. Now we're underweight. Probably going to get overweight again as we are going to skin this alligator for its meat. And then we'll also skin the deer. Okay, so we got so we didn't get the meat. We got some feral flesh from that. Now we could use our cleaver. If we use our cleaver, which we have to unequip to then drag to equip. There we go. We use our cleaver, like on this deer here that we downed. Antelope. We get horn and savory flesh. So, get different resources depending on, of course, the animal and also depending on... Let's just drop this stone. We have lots of stone that we can get from around our base. So we'll just drop that and pick some more up here in a minute. So we now have some meat to cook on our little fire over here. I'm beginning to feel dizzy because I'm really thirsty. Now I have a water skin right here. And if we just drink from our water skin, we're cooling down. And we're getting awful hot. And if you're looking at the water and hit E, you will fill up your water skin. As well as drink. Well, you have to hit water skin key, like ours is 8. So you have to hit the 8 key while looking for water and it will refill the skip. So, welcome in everybody. Glad you could join us. We're playing a bit of Conan. This is a start, or the beginning of our adventures here. I've got over 100 hours in the game, which is not, you know, a ton for people who play this, but I have a little bit of information that I can share with y'all, and we're going to start this character out, just kind of get going. I am starting right here on the map. This is where we're going to put down kind of our first little starter shack, just so we can start crafting weapons and stuff. This isn't going to be really our first build at all. Excuse me, let me get some water. But we've killed our first crocodile, and we've got our first bit of meat. So we'll put some savory flesh there. We'll put some stringy meat here. Making some grilled steak. And I think we're about ready to put up our first little 4 walls and start crafting some weapons. Maybe even... But what... We do want to continue the journal though, because this journey, these journeys are really important. Now we've unlocked Archer and Warrior, so we could go down these paths, and I suspect it's probably good to go down both paths. I mean, not at the same time, but make sure you do all of those. Now on this, we're gathering stone, gathering branches, crafting stone, search for more survivors. So I know where one survivor is. I think we ought to run over there so that we're not held up. So let's get this food here, put it in our pack. Let's see what else we can make. We need to make that construction hammer, because it is what we use to build our so-called shack right now. Maybe what we really need is a place to put resources. I actually just really screwed up, and I just made 5. Yeah, I just made 5 construction. Well, let's throw all of them away but one, and put one of those construction hammers on our bar. Oh boy, what happened? So with the construction hammer, you can see that we have the ability to make certain things. And if we want to look at our inventory, we can hit F, the F key on keyboard, and we can come over here and look at all the building pieces, crafting stations, and decorations that we can make. Here I have an ornate statue of Conan. We could make at some point. The Shrine of Mitra would be something we'll make soon. And then we just need stone to craft tier 1 sandstone stuff, which we have stone. Now, when we go back into our knowledge queue here, we do want to get box maker. Box maker is really important because we want to be able to have a place to store our stuff. So now if we go back in the build queue and under decorations, under storage, we have a box. Now we can see what it takes to make that. It takes 100 wood and 12 twine. So we just need to chop some wood and make some twine. Let's see, how much twine can we make now? Any? Make 10 bedroll. So we can't make any twine, so we really need to get some more plant fiber. Alright. Like I said, there's a lot of iron ore nodes here. There's some more right there, but for the moment we need to just focus on getting these journal entries kind of worked on a little bit. And the next survivor, we need to find another survivor, which we already know where other survivors are. We know a friendly one we can go talk to here in a second. There are also survivors right on top of this hill up here. So we could come over here, look over this hill right here, and there's some people. They're Defari. That's a Defari camp. They will attack us if we get over there too close. So if we're not, there's another node of iron right there. So like I said, lots of iron nodes right in this area for us to use. So we just need to make 12. There's 1, 2. Okay, so we've got 12. We probably have 100 wood on us already, and if not, we can see. We have 80, so we can get 100 here. Now the good thing about being over encumbered is that you can still move. It's just slower. It takes a lot for you not to be able to move at all. And once you get just a little bit over encumbered, you can still walk. It's just slowly. Like right now, we're over encumbered, see? And we can move. We're just really slow right now. Now the goal in the future will be to get us a mount, or to tame one of these beasts that are in here, and to use them to carry our stuff. Give me just a moment, everyone. Alright, everybody, sorry about that. My wife called and needed to speak with her for a moment. But as we said, we might be over encumbered. We're also getting a little hungry. Notice our food is going down, so let's right click on that and use one of those to get us a little more satiated. Now, what we need to do is build a box. So hit 6 for our construction build. Now we can see that it's green, and we can place it right over here by our stuff, so that we can now open our box and load it up with resources. So wood, plant fiber, those are our main build. The iron ore, of course, skins, all these things we're going to need. The coal, all that stuff weighs quite a bit. Seeds. And one of the things you can do is you can go up here to the sorting, top right of this panel, and you can sort it by heaviest first. I like to sort it by heaviest first, so I can see what's really taking up a lot of my weight in my inventory. Reptile hide I don't need to have on me, and honestly I don't need 100 flint arrows, so I'm going to hold shift and move, and that will split, and I can give 48 of them over to my box here, and that brought us our encumbrance down to 54%. There's other things in here I don't need. I mean, things that take up quite a bit of weight. But we got 17 bone arrows we picked up from those guys earlier. I don't need worker bees. I do need to have my gloves on though. I wonder why they're not on. Equip. Oh, what did I just equip? My gloves. Okay. Alright, let's see. Stats. Here are my stats. So we can see that I have 105 stamina. Total damage I can do is 3, so not much. I have 300 health because I put all those points in health. And 100 bonus vitality. Now we do have more attribute points when we leveled up the last couple of times. So let's come over here. Grit increases our armor, and expertise reduces our need for hunger and thirst. I think for the moment we'll put 1 in expertise and 2 in grit. Increase our stamina until we get those both to 5. Now let's we've got our pack a little unloaded. We've got weapons, we've got, put our shield on our back there. We have some healing. Let's put our healing wraps over here. We don't need our hammer, construction hammer, out or in a quick bar. And we're going to head over here to that statue that we saw a minute ago. Now the water is pretty well safe. You're not going to get attacked by anything in the water. We'll dive. Come up. You're that's pretty much safe zone right here as we're traveling through the water. I'm going to show you kind of how to get through some of these journey steps, and also how to quickly start your resource gathering. So those guys right there, they are passive, except for the red ones, the ones with the red shells. They're not passive. These guys, they're okay, but the male, those are like the females, I guess. The males are, yeah, there's one right there. Those guys, they are not passive. They are tough. They will murder. So we're going to get back out in the water where it's safe, or fairly safe. We're going to head over here to the sentinels. these big giant statues. Now, if we dive down in the water over here by this boat, sometimes when you find shipwrecks like that, you'll find chests out here in the water. Like buried chests of gold. This particular one I don't think has it. Pretty sure it doesn't. Not in the start area. This is like newbie river. But here is our survivor that we can talk to. He will not attack us. He's one of the few people that we can talk to that won't just outright attack
Another
us.
new one, eh? I could smell it on you. Veterans tend to smell just a little more like despair. I'm Arcos. Once a sailor, now a wanderer. You didn't think you were the only one, did you? You should go up north. There's whole cities of exiles up there.
Yep, he's true. He's right.
In the beginning, there were only a few of us. But now, it seems like fresh-faced fools are showing up every week. Not all of them are as friendly as I am, mind you. Watch your step. There are a lot of desperate people out there.
Good advice. Good advice. Now, we could keep talking to him, but we also learned this new emote, light clap. So, we could keep talking to him.
Farewell. I
Not
won't
much
pin my
need
hopes
to.
on seeing you again.
Not much need to. Now, if we hold R, we can do these emotes. Greet, surrender, sit, sleep, on back, shake fist, cancel, conversation, and there's polite clap. So that's how you get to those. So now our journey step, they want us to search for survivors. More exiles. Well, he was an exile, but it did not give us that. I thought that would give us. Maybe we need to talk to him.
Exile. I like bracelets. You can't remove them. Saw one fool cut his arm clean off trying to get rid of it. He bled to death right there in the sand. Nasty business. Leave it on. You'll start to hear the voices soon enough, and then you'll start seeing the ghosts. I don't think the voices are for us. Not for us here and now. I think they were talking to somebody else. Back then. Wherever it was. Whenever it was.
Akros the
Pillars
Wanderer.
keep us confined here. Some call it the curse wall or the ghost fence or just the boundary. Doesn't really matter what it's called, does it? I walked all the way around it once. Had to be careful not to cross it, of course. Once in the north, I saw a few people on the other side, wearing bracelets just like ours, with gems of amber. Makes you wonder.
So he's giving some information about the bracelet we have on
I'm
our
no
arm.
scholar, but I've met a few who passed through. We all have mad theories about what the ruins scattered around here are. The Mirians, Giant Kings, Kari, Pelusian Serpent Men. Do those names mean anything to you? Never mind. It's my experience that men who have their minds in the past get eaten by crocodiles in the present.
Yeah. Focus on what's
In
important.
the beginning, there were only a few of us. But now, it seems like fresh-faced fools are showing
So it
up
looks
every
like we're
week.
restarting the
Not
conversation.
all of them are as friendly as I am, mind you.
Also looks like we're getting kind of hungry, so let's
Out there.
eat us another steak. Okay, so that did not unlock our journey step. I bet you we need to come across the guys I've been avoiding. So these guys over here, they probably will unlock this step. Calling them survivors. I guess Akros is just kind of an NPC. So let's see. Now these guys are gonna fight that croc over there. Yep, see, search for more survivors, so that unlocked it. He wants to attack us, and the croc's coming after us. I'm not really in the mood to get eaten by a croc and shot by arrows. So let's kind of wander over here. Okay, so we can block with our shield. Let's see if we can take him out. Block, block. And now we got 2. Oh, okay. You missed us. Let's block. We can take out the 1. And maybe we can fight this guy. There we go. Good job, guys. Good job. We got him. We'll pick up some resources here that they have. And we can go ahead and use a bandage to wrap ourselves up. We do have that passive healing. So if you know you're not going to get attacked, you could save your bandage and just kind of walk around and let the passive heal take place, which is what I like to do. Let's get our cleaver out. Let's see what we can get from this croc with cleaver. Get fangs and feral flesh. So we could get the skins if we use our skinning knife, and we get fangs and bones, I guess, if we use the cleaver. Oh, there's some crazy flashes. That's the campfire. So we've unlocked that. We got these guys. One of the other things you can also get, you can get skins off of these guys too. Either with the skinning knife, you can use the cleaver on them. And that'll give you human flesh, which I'm not totally into the whole human flesh thing, right? I mean, I would guess you could understand that, but then with the dagger, we could get hide from them, you know, or the skinning knife. Now the hide I could see, the human flesh, you can cook it over the fire and use it as a food source. I guess if you wanted to go the whole cannibal route, but that's not kind of my thing. So let's head back. It's dark. We can go ahead and just swim back to our base. We want to continue. The next journey step, though, is gathering stone. I think the rest of these, we should have just gone and saw the Defari. If we'd have just walked up on the Defari, we'd have seen the survivor. We'd have accomplished that journey step. Wouldn't even have to come over here. Those guys are back trying to attack us again. Really dark under the water. Don't want to get under there. So, here we have the little babies. Now you can pick the babies up, but if you pick the babies up, these guys will definitely attack you, and the mamas will attack you too. So we don't want to be attacked by them. At least not right now. We do want to get one of those guys here soon, though, because they're a really good way of gathering resources. We can get one of those big red guys. Got good slots to carry your mounts or your pets, will carry anything you want, basically. They don't have a weight limit like you do, so they're only bound by slots. Those guys have a number of slots that you can use to gather lots of iron ore and resources. Really dark under there. There's another croc. Just gonna head back over to our base. The croc will get tired and be aggro. Now, he was talking a little bit about, a minute ago, about seeing the ghosts in that dialogue. And so I wanted to show you what he meant by seeing the ghosts. When we come up to that cave I was telling you about, there they are. You will see the ghosts. Kind of a good looking ghost, if I do say so myself. But yeah, those are the ghosts. And this cave is where you can get the brimstone. Galman's tomb. So there's also a lot of crocodiles in there, and a really big crocodile that will kill us right now. absolutely will kill us. So, we don't need brimstone right this minute anyways. We need the ore and the coal, and we need to build us a little house. So the next step they want us to do is gather stone, basically for building our little hut. So let's put our pickaxe back down here and switch on over to pickaxe and gather stone. You can just hold down the left mouse button and it'll just swing away at the node. We've accomplished that step. The next one is branches. So we got to pick up branches. Now, we did just break our pickaxe. It is important to know that if you come over to your pickaxe and you highlight it, there's a repair button. When you click repair, it tells you what you use. 4 branches and 4 stone. And then our pickaxe just repairs right back up. So we don't need a crafting bench like most games or anything like that. We can repair it just by gathering enough resources to do the repair work. So it wants us to gather branches, so let's put our axe here. Come over here and gather us some branches from this tree. Do some chopping. Now, the journey step does say pick up branches. So let's see if we can find some branches out here on the shore. There's also a croc down here. Yep, there's a branch right there. So it wants us to pick up branches like this. Alright. There we go. So we've completed that one. Now equip your stone pick and swing it at rocks, which was what we've been doing. So equip the stone pickaxe, swing it at rocks, and this node breaks. There we go. We've completed that step. Just craft a fiber or rawhide bedroll from your inventory crafting panel. Now we have a fiber bed. We could craft this rawhide bed. We have 3 hide. So keep hitting the space bar and that crafts the maximum amount that we have available. You're supposed to click, I think it's H. I think it's H key. For just one, but either way, we stopped it. So now that rawhide bedroll we put down in our quick slot bar. Press 6, and then we can place it somewhere here on the ground. Instead of... There we go. Previous bedroll was destroyed because we put it kind of in the same spot, which we didn't need the fiber one anyways. Is working on getting my Twitch drops from Soul Mask while listening to you. Okay, well, cool. I'm glad you're getting your Twitch. I'm glad you're getting your Twitch drops for Soul Mask. I keep thinking I'm gonna buy the game, and I want to, and it's on sale right now, but it's not much of a sale. And I'm really kind of holding out. There's a couple of games I want to get. I'm gonna have. Oh boy, sounds like I've got sounds like I got some trouble at home. You know, nothing major, just sounds like give me 1 second. We've been fighting with a hotel, well, not a hotel, but a one of those timeshare type hotel places. We went and stayed at a resort, or you know, not a, kind of a half-inclusive resort, and they we had our plans scheduled and booked and everything, and then they closed their hotel down for a year. And I've been fighting to get my money back. They want to claim that that's not possible, and I fought with them for a while. And they finally relented and said that they would give me a refund. And I have a feeling we just got something in the mail that has them backing out on the deal. My wife is being kind of cryptic right now. So, hopefully, looks like she said they refunded us. We were supposed to be getting an $1,100 check, or $900 check. Looks like they refunded us $100. So, yeah, that's going to be an interesting, let's hope it's just a typo, something they can fix relatively quickly, but we have been waiting a month for this refund. So I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to be working on that tomorrow, it sounds like. Probably should be getting off right now and working on it now, it sounds like, but oh well. We'll get it figured out, get it straightened out. We don't need it until next year anyway, so for the trip. So, but yeah, it sounds like they're being real scummy. I don't want to name which company it is yet, but in the future, I'd be happy to if they do not do what they've stated they're going to do. If they're going to openly lie to us and, you know, provide bad service, then I'll be happy to name them on stream. And everywhere else for that matter. But next thing they need us to do is slay an enemy. Just draw your weapon and slay an enemy. So, down here in the bottom right hand corner, it gives us kind of tips as to what we can do. Sprint, jump, climb. You can turn those off. And honestly, I usually do turn them off. I can probably shoot one of these deer. They would probably count as an enemy. But I think it's probably better to come down here and fight this crocodile. Well, actually, why don't we... Well, we've fought some enemies already. Not that big a deal. I wonder if we can get it from this deer. Let's just... Because I could use some more steaks. See if we can hit him right in the head. There we go. Awesome. Achieved it. Slay an enemy. Let's get us some more steaks here. Alright. Steaks and hide. It says heal yourself. Wraps. It says use the item in the inventory. Oh boy. Well, this guy has decided he's gonna pick on us. Dodge. Okay, we got 4 stacks of 5 stacks, looks like. Oh, yeah, I figured he was going to bite us on that one. We do more damage when he has all these stacks. He's chasing us. Let's just put our shield up. There we go. Got him. So let's skin him so we can get the hide and the... I don't think we got any kind of feral meat from him that time. So it says use an item in inventory, place shortcut slot to heal. So I don't even know if we can heal right now. Let's see, can we heal? Yep, we healed ourselves. Harvest meat from a corpse, which we just did, but we'll do that again. We'll shoot this deer here, this antelope in the head. Right there. And let's harvest the meat. There we go. We harvest meat from a corpse. Refill our water skin. And that Easy to do. Let's drink from our water skin so it's not full already. Come down to the water's edge, face the water's edge, and press 8, which is our shortcut key for our water skin. We have filled our water skin. It says access or place a campfire. So we have a campfire. Kind of did a lot of this stuff out of, not out of order, but prior to having the journey step. So we access the campfire. There we go. Why don't we go ahead and put our steaks in here. And our feral flesh. And I'm going to drop the human flesh. I don't really care to use that. Now I do have a cool sword here. Might be what we change out to instead of our stone club. I have this one-handed sword that looks like it needs some repair work. And let's find out what it takes to repair it. Well, we can't even repair it at this point. So it'll be something we use in case we need it. Stone club's working just fine for us at the moment. Looks like we made 2 sets of gloves. Or no, we picked up some coarse gloves probably from one of the guys that we looted. The bag here will go away shortly. So no problem there. Welcome in everybody. If you like what you're watching, or if you just enjoy different games, survival games, I play Enshrouded, I play Aska, I play some Valheim at times, and some Conan now. Today it's our first episode of Conan. If you like Conan and you like what you see, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and that'll let me know that you want to see more of this content. So let's see, we need to cook raw meat. So we had put some raw meat there. Let's cook some of it. Put some more wood in here. Now, as the meat goes bad, it turns into putrid meat. Now, you can use the putrid meat, actually. Use that with some plant fiber to make raw food, or friend food, we like to call it. Of thralls, we like to call them friends. We make friends around here, using a white soup to make friends. It's a porridge, not a soup. So it says I'm starving, so I better eat a couple of these steaks. There we go, I'm fine. Just made some. So let's take some of this shredded meat that we have. That will complete our cooked raw meat journey step. While it is possible to survive on berries and grubs, keeping starvation at bay is best accomplished by eating cooked food. Use the food in inventory or place it in a shortcut to select to eat it. So we can come right to our inventory and we can pick this shredded roast. We can just right click on it to eat it. That completes our journey step. And that actually completes our survivor. So we'll claim our reward, which are some supply materials. Now what that is wood, stone, that sort of thing. That unlocks this new one here called Survival Shelter. Now Survival Shelter will let us start building our little hut, build foundation and that sort of thing. So let's switch to this journey step. And we've already unlocked a Mason Knowledge and craft a stone hatchet. Let's go over to Knowledge. See if there's some more things to unlock. That would have been free. They would have been free if we'd have waited. Now, bed shaper still 1, torch 1, stairs, printed stair maker, that's 2, roof maker is 1. We're probably going to have to unlock roof maker, but we'll see. So right now it's 1. Let's get our craft construction hammer here. Throw it down on our hot bar, and it wants us to, well, Survival Shelter wants to quick our stone hatchet and swing it at some trees. So let's swing it at some trees. There we go, we've accomplished that. Is with your construction hammer, press F and display a different selection of building pieces. So construction hammer, F. So we see our building pieces here. We can go ahead and lay a stone foundation. And so I like to, the cool thing is you can kind of overhang your foundation off the side. You can also place it up there, right here. I've built right here already, and that is a good spot to build right there. I also find that possibly building up here might be a good location as well. Right here, it gives you a little bit higher vantage point of an overlook. Another cool spot to build is you can actually get right up here. Climb up here and build on this little plateau area here. And this really does give you a really cool vantage point to look over everything. And if you like building up high, you can build right up here and then build down into that area there. So we'll lay our foundation here. And if you find you've built something that you don't want, you can right click on the mouse and you get your resources back if you've decided, oh, maybe that's not where I want to build. So let's see. Now you can build up here, and you can build a nice square place. I like to build some round structures. They're pretty fun to build, so why don't I kind of show you how to build a round structure. In order to do that, I don't know, we might be able to build it up here. Not a lot of room, but let's just see if we can build our round structure up here. So the first thing we want to do is lay one block, and then we want to lay that and that. I usually like laying, okay. It may be difficult to build it up here on the edge, because we have to build supports, so we'd have to build up from the bottom. Let's see if we can orient it just so. Let's see. Let's see here. Maybe we can. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then a. Now, one thing too is you can point at a specific building piece and place the middle click, and the middle click will give you the option of using that building piece. So we can just point, click, and we can start building our circular structure here. Maybe. Kind of feel like we should have moved it over a little bit. Let's see. Let's do this one more time. Go. Let's place it. No, I don't want it to be below the ground level, so we need to make sure that it's at least the upper. Now we can use our mouse wheel to kind of orientate. Let's do that. Let's see if we can get it to place there. There we go. I think that'll work. Place one there. Place one there. And we need some more stone. So, let's jump down. And let's go harvest some stone. Now I like to, before I do a whole bunch of heavy-ended harvesting, I like to try to get me a pet right away. But in this situation, we're just going to build our little structure here, a little circular house. Iron ore, too. Little iron. We're just going to gather some stone so we can kind of try to finish out our house, our little circular hut. Need to make it square. Square's pretty normal, and not a lot of games let you build circular really easily. This game you can build circular really easily. So if you notice, when we put some in grit, we now have 85 carry capacity. With stamina, we're able to do a little bit better climbing here. Okay, so let's go back to our crafting here. Go. Now we kind of are below the level of the ground. I don't really like that, so I may have to fix that here in a second. So yeah, what I'm going to do is we'll come over here, and I'm going to have to build probably just making this way too difficult on myself. Let's do this. Let's not build up here. It's making this way too difficult on myself. So why don't we come back over here, kind of where all the stone and the iron ore has been. You can always build up on a high plateau if you want, but if we want kind of the best location. Now we hit space as we fall. That'll help us grab a hold. And then we can hit C, release. So what I usually do is I usually build right over here. Since we have our little campfire here, let's just build here. I mean, that just makes sense, right? So let's just start it here. So we'll want the front side of it to be about, well, maybe here. Now you can hold shift and raise or lower your base, so I'm going to raise it up just about there. Okay, now everything else should flip to it. Okay, and then there, and then we'll put a little middle click so we have that, and then we'll middle click there so we have that. Then we'll middle click there. Oh, we're out of stone already. But you're getting the idea. A nice circular base that we could put different levels on. Let's gather some more stone. It takes quite a bit of stone. We gained another level. Let's see if we can go under attribute points. We got 2 more. Let's in grit, that will give us more stamina, and but also here will give us strength, will give us more carry capacity, and right now that's something we kind of need. So let's add 2 to strength, and now our carry capacity is 91. From 85 to 91. Like I say, I think it's grit or maybe it's expertise. One of them gives you a little bit increased carry capacity as well. There we go. Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us here and watching some Conan Exiles, Age of Heroes. I'm showing you where to build kind of your first starter base. You've got the Galaman's Tomb, you've got some Defari camps right here, you've got all kinds of iron ore, stone resources, aloe, just everything you might need for this little area. As I say, and these ore nodes will come right back. Now let's repair our pickaxe as we come over here and build a little bit more. Oh, need wood. So let's chop some trees, get a little wood. We're definitely over encumbered, but that's okay. Oh. Also, one of the things we were given was a supply basket, right? We got this as a reward for completing our first journey step. And if I use it right now, it's going to make us really over encumbered. But it's going to give us 500 wood, 500 stone, which will give us enough to finish building what we need. So there, there, there. And then middle mouse button there. Middle mouse button there. There. Middle mouse button to copy. And then copy. Triangles again. There we go. Middle mouse button, copy that. Something happened. Oh, that's what. We should have been triangles. There we go. Now, copy there. So now we've made us a nice little round foundation here. Just by pressing 4, it started the repair on the tool. You don't actually have to go in the menu. Now for here, it's going to be alternating square blocks wherever the middle triangle block was. There we go. And then we're going to fill that in with triangle blocks. So we'll copy. There we go. And then the rest is going to be triangle blocks in the middle. Now, we're out of stone. Again. No surprise there. Switch to our... Now, it's getting dark. And during the Age of Heroes, you can get attacked at night by werewolves. Unless that's changed. That might have, that mission might be over now. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that. But before, we were getting attacked by werewolves at night. But that might have ended last month. Okay. And stamina. So, can still jump a little bit. Oops, almost had enough. Let's go to our thing. I think we probably over encumbered with wood. Oh, don't want to. Yeah, we can split the stack of wood here, and that gives us more stone to carry. We can put the iron ore in there. Need the stone. We can put the reptile, and then we can also quick stack. Quick stack will just stack everything that's here in here that we might. Now we're going to need some of this wood, so I'm going to go ahead and bring half that stack back, and then we'll go gather some more stones. Then we're going to build a wall as our next survival step. We could have done that already. We're just going to build our little house here. Little hut. Big old stone to... See, we're not doing any damage to it, so we can't actually break it. Got your Twitch drop? Good job, Duck. Glad you got him. I probably should get them just in case I want to, for when I ever get the game. Let's see. Little mouse button. There we go. So now we need to build some walls. When it comes to walls, I'm going to put windows in first. And actually, I'm going to put door in first. Where do we want our door facing? Usually I have a door facing off the back here, and then I have a balcony kind of off the second floor off the front here. So I think that's what I'm going to do again. We're going to place our outer door here, and it said outer face. So we know we've got it facing the right direction. So then I'm going to go into Windows, and I'm going to place a window at every other square location. Go. Go. There we go. Now, when it comes to walls, we'll stick in some walls here. And if you make sure that it says outer, then they usually walk in like they're supposed to, but every once in a while, you know, because it could say outer on this side, outer face facing in, one outer face facing out. So now we're out of stone. We also have this tree inside our house, so we're going to chop it out of there. Alright, there, tree's gone. This tree is going to be in our house, basically, but there's our door. Just got leaves and branches. Chop this one down too, so it's not clipping into our house. Go. Go get some more stone so we can finish our walls. $1.5 hours for both. Yeah, I'll probably run that tonight. Get the drops for it. Because you can have the drops for the game even if you don't own the game, and when you buy the game later, you'll have them. Or at least that's the way a lot of games are. See, I'm waiting on January 15th, the game's coming out, made by the same developers as Conan Exiles, Funcom. It is Aloft, and Aloft looks like a fun game. It's not, might not be your cup of tea, because it does have kind of an animated game style. It's not real life. Like Conan looks more real life, like Aska and those type of games. Enshrouded and Aloft are a little more animated in style. And I'm looking forward to getting the game Aloft, or at least looking at it. They have a demo right now, and I plan to do a live stream on the demo here in the next few weeks before the actual game comes out. Claimed by January 2nd? Okay, well I got plenty of time. Okay. We are at 80 weight. Get us close to 91, but let's not go over. Get as much stone as we can here. Gives us 93. 95. 6. 86. I keep saying 90. That's 88. Let's try one more rock. There we go. That's 90 right there. So let's go back down here and get our walls finished. See if we can put it. Can we put stairs in yet? Do we have stairs? Let's see. No, we're gonna have to unlock Stair Maker. So that's a knowledge. One Stair Maker, and also we'll make the Thrall Taker or the Friend Taker. But Stair Maker, Apprentice Stair Maker is just one. We have 18 now left, so we'll do Stair Maker and Apprentice Roofer. We're going to do those two. So now we have stairs that we can make. Stone stairs, or these stone ramps. I'm going to make the stone stairs to get up into our house. And then we'll middle click on the wall so that we can just copy that wall and make some more walls. Like I said, I like the building system in this game quite a bit. Now, we could go up another tier if we wanted to do a flat roof, which is something we do want to do. That would take us, we have 25 walls, so yeah, I think we can do that. Probably have enough to do that. Let's see. Put one there. There we go. Now, we want to do... I'm going to do kind of a flat roof here so that we can do stairs and kind of make a second tier. So, what we'll need is sandstone ceiling. And on the ceiling, you have to go everywhere where there's a square, you do a square. And everywhere you do a triangle, you do a triangle. So, we have to do square, 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 and square, and square. I think that's all of them. So then we've got to do... We're out of sandstone ceilings, but we'll have to do these sandstone wedges for ceilings. And we also need to get enough resources for... We need 5 twine for a door. Let's see if we can make up 5 twine. Nope. We'll get some plant fiber while we're out. So we can make 5 twine and make a door. See? That makes us 4 twine. I don't know about y'all, but it's getting kind of cold up here in my office. Temperature must be dropping pretty good outside. We need to get, so that'll make us craft a few more there. Get some more stone. Broke. So we hit 5 and it'll start rebuilding. Head on back over to our place while it's being repaired. And we'll see what we're able to finish. I'm going to chop this tree down because I don't like it clipping through my building. There we go. Go up here and see if we can build, we should be able to build our door now. Yep. And one side has a doorknob, I think, and the other side doesn't. So, put the check. Yeah, it's got a handle. I'll put the handle on the outside. Some have handles on both sides, but that one just has a door handle on one side. So now we gotta place our triangles in. Missing 2. Excuse me, let me get another drink. So we're missing 2, but yeah, we're just missing 2. Because I'm probably going to make the staircase, it'll be rounded, but it'll be on this row. So you'll be able to walk around both sides of the fence. I don't know. I may make it on this row. If I make it on this row, then I may not need... I may make it off of that triangle right there. I may just need to put a triangle there. We still need to get a little bit more stuff. Now, one of the things that I want to, kind of tell everybody here at the end of our, kind of towards the end of our stream here, is the cool thing about Conan is, for crafting, survival, straight vanilla game, it's a great game. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I really enjoy the game. There's a lot of things about this game that make it unique from other crafting survival games. But one of the things that we sometimes do, or what we will do in the future, is this game has the ability, we're playing in single player mode, right? Single player, non-co-op. You can play it co-op, you can play single player and all that. But one of the things you can do is come into the settings and go to server settings, and you can make yourself the admin. When you make yourself the admin, you have another cool little feature that you can turn on. When you make yourself the admin, I'll do it right quick just so you can see, you get this cool creative mode panel. Now that creative mode panel, when you turn it on, you can use any building materials that you want to create some of the very coolest, super cool builds in the game. I mean, super excellent, fun, amazing builds really in the game that can be created using that creative mode. And as soon as you are done, you can turn creative mode right off. Turn creative mode off, and then you won't have creative mode. You won't have the ability to just build unlimited with unlimited resources. But you can do it if you want to. And so in the future, it's likely that we will turn that on so that we can craft some really cool builds for the channel. You know, have some really cool bases and so forth to play out of and work out of. Because, to be honest, to get to tier 2 and tier 3 building resources, you almost need a whole team of people harvesting resources and crafting. I mean, it will take you months, if not years, to build like giant towns and giant builds at the highest tier, because just gathering those resources would take an unreasonable amount of time trying to do it solo. But we probably will turn on that, do some cool builds in the future. But today we're just going to continue on in the survival genre mode and harvest the resources we need. And even if we do turn on creative mode, it will only be to build the structure. All the other, the structure and maybe some decorations. Otherwise, everything else, the crafting benches and all that stuff, we will gather the resources to create. So, anyways, that's just kind of a heads up there. Now, I may go in here and take this out because I'm thinking about putting the stairway here off of that. So we have a stairway like that we can walk up here to our... I like that. And so that means we probably need to put... I don't know if we can put one square section there. No, because we'll walk right into it. So we will probably have to leave that open there. Yeah, because even that clips. And if we... So we'll probably leave that little spot open. And let's fill in some more of this roof here. So now, at every middle section there, let's make sure it's going the right way. So you can see outer face, so at every triangle, we're going to put a square again. That. And then we can middle click to grab the triangles. And that one would be that one, I think, so we don't need that one. But we are going to need to place triangles there there. So that one is not supposed to be a triangle. That one should be a square, I believe. Let's see. You can see it better from up here. Nope, that would be square, triangle. We may have to change that up. That may not be. So that would be. Well, let's just place it down so we can see what it would look like. Okay, so in other words, it would be one triangle and then a square. Okay, so it should be the square here. Except it doesn't want to place because the stairs are in the way. So, triangle. This should be a square right there. That should be a square. And these should be triangles. So we're going to fill those in for now. Find out how we want to orient this. I think we might. Let's see. Might just take that out there. Place stairs there. That'll work there. Only problem is we won't be able to get. Oh, I like the elevators, and we'll use the elevators pretty often. Maybe we'll put a stairway on the outside. That's probably what we'll do. We'll just do a stairway on the outside of the building. There we go. So we have the front door there. Our balcony is going to be here. Right? We're going to put a little inter-sanctum room probably here. So let's put us a doorway there. And we'll put windows alternating. That. That. We're getting the idea of the shape of our house here, our little place. We're kind of out of stone, but we're going to be using the roof maker here. We're going to be using roof, angled roof here like this. So we can kind of put one up so that we can kind of see what it's going to look like. It's going to look like that. So its top piece is going to come to a point, and then we're going to make a stairway down right here on the outside of our place. I don't think we can really make it on the inside. Let's see. Just jump down. Let's see if there's a way to make. The only thing, there's not a good way. With an elevator, it'd be easy just to put an elevator there, but there's not a good way to place a staircase here on the inside. Other than, yes, if we did it here, would we be able to walk up into it? I don't know. Let's just grab some stone. Put that back for now. Let's go get some more stone and see. Have a little bit more to build with. I'm gonna come down here. Puts us at our 2-hour mark for our live stream, which is usually about a quitting spot. But let's see if we can do a little bit more for our house before we quit. We need to get home pretty quick. I'm sure my wife is furious about what she got in the mail. Very likely stressing. Need to get there soon. I want to try to accomplish our build real quick before we quit. Okay, we gathered a little bit more stone. We may turn on creative just to finish the house real quick if we need to, but this is what our place is going to kind of look like. A rounded environment here. So we have a window pretty much at every square location. Tree is really sucking the snot out of me. It's coming through our building. Okay. There we go. Now, like I said, I may turn on... Let's see if I can get the knowledge. Let's see if I can... How far is it to unlock elevator? Okay. There's our crafting. These are all of our new different resources we'll unlock shortly. Let's see. Call it elevator or lift? There it is. Elevator. All we need is the carpenter bench unlocked. So let's see. Got 20 points to do that. The carpenter bench is right. That's the carpenter bench. Unlocks for 2. Let's unlock it. And then we need to be level 19, which we're level 11. So we will get the elevator no matter what. We won't get it until level 19. So I don't know. I don't want to use it just yet. We'll use stairs until we get to level 19. So for stairs, we can go ahead and place... We can actually put like another row around the outer edge, kind of like a balcony row. Let's see. Stairs. In fact, in order to get stairs to do what I want it to do, I'm gonna have to do this. And then that. See. Here. Stairs. Do I have to make another? I think I need to make another. Yeah. And then I can bring the stairs. Stairs flip. There we go. So we have a staircase there, and we have a staircase here, comes up here, and I want to base that. Yeah. Go. See, sometimes it wants to. So that's basically what we're going to have with our building. Let's make it quick, just so we can finish out the last bit of our build. Turn on creative so we can just finish our build right here. place that over every window. Now, if you notice that gap right there, there's a gap right there because this wasn't turned right. So, outer face. Nope. One of these is not turned right. It shouldn't give us a gap like, oh, that's not right, that's not right, that's what it is. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay. Need the window. Double click. Outer face is out. Click. Face. That wasn't right. There we go. Okay, outer face is out. There we go. Out. Out. Words have to be backwards. And there's a gap right here because something's not right there either. Let's see. Backwards words. Backwards words. That's not right either. So apparently all my window pieces were wrong. Yeah, all my windows were wrong. That's what the problem was. They were all turned inside. Okay, about to get dark again, so let's see if we can get this done before it gets too dark. Something wrong here. Should be a window here. There should be a wall. There we go. That fixed up my issues. Okay. Okay, so there's that. Now we need to come in here and get this little corner piece. Place the corner piece in there. Go. Just like so. We'll grab our door. Looks like we put the handle on the wrong side. Still did it. There we go. And for the top, we could leave the top open if we wanted to kind of leave ventilation, but I don't. So we're going to grab the triangle pieces. Place the triangle pieces in here. No, that doesn't look right. Oh, maybe it is. Triangle pieces. Should be all triangle pieces, because you should just mimic whatever's on the floor, like the roof. Okay. So now we have our place out here. Now we don't want to walk off the side of the building either. So we're going to put a low wall. This sandstone fence. And we'll make sure that the little things stick out. Stick us. That makes it hard to... That makes it difficult to climb our building here. Of course, like I said, we can harvest all the resources we want and build this without using creative, but I've harvested a lot of resources in this game already, and don't really see the need when we can just go ahead and build right quick to get our place set up. Now we do need to go into decorations and get us some lights. We will use some lighting resources, but we're not going to use anything fancy. We're going to just use our base lighting that we can make. No, not using anything like that. Bracketed torch probably might be what we use. We'll just use this bracketed, or this maybe standing torches. Those are simple. Use standing, either standing or wall mounted. So those are standing wall lanterns. So bracketed torch. We'll just use a bracketed torch. But let's put one. Go inside first. We'll put a bracketed torch in the middle. See, this is what's off right there. That wall is off. That wall should be like that. Go. So let's click on bracketed torch. And let's put this one there. Stick one there. Maybe one there. Just to give us some light here in this room. And then down below, we got windows here, so we're probably just gonna put maybe. Really don't want to use a hanging brazier just yet, but I may. Those take iron bars to make, and we're not quite there yet. So we'll just use the bracketed torches still here. And we'll just put some up, maybe here, 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 here. And then on the outside, we're just going to put one on each side of the door here. Like that. And then out here, I want to go ahead and wall this in so that it doesn't look like an open stair. So we're going to do that real quick. See. Let's take the wall. I think we need to take the fence foundation. Maybe not. Maybe we just need to take the walls down from up top here. And then we'll use the fence foundations for the bottom. Starting to have a sandstorm. These sandstorms get really ugly and they will hurt us if we're not indoors. So we probably need to go ahead and get indoors so we don't die. So I think that'll be good. For right now, that's our build. Protects us from the sandstorm. Run out here. We can go up the stairs, go around. See, that sandstorm's getting pretty big, huh? We have another door here. Let's open that for now. But I'm going to show you, if you're standing out here with the sandstorm blowing, at some point start taking some damage. Climb up to the peak of our house. Can't stay up there because it's pointed. But yeah, these sandstorms get pretty pretty bad. But we're probably considered sheltered, so we're not taking any damage, even though we're not inside. Oh, look at that, that's crazy. Yeah, it's passing. So we've got a nice little place to call home here. Still want to put the rest of my walls up here if I can, so that I make sure that I don't fall off. I will inevitably fall off. Let's see here. There's also a way to align with terrain. But right now, I guess we'll just take this out. Leave just the wall fence there. Like that. We'll just leave it like that. Leave it like that. Kind of. It doesn't look right there. Second staircase kind of looks awkward. Now a lot of times what I do like to do too, well, it looks like, yeah, I do like to go through and put the wall like that around our whole base, just because it makes it look better, and it gives a little more structural foundation. I like to bring it up like that. Might have to remove this to get this in there. And remove that to get this. But I don't like it. There we go. And now we'll just copy the stairs. Again. There. There. There we go. So, there we are. We've got our staircase here. So let's go see what our build looks like from a distance. So if we come out here, let's jump down here, see what our build looks like. So that looks pretty cool. Got windows. We might think about putting some windows on that second row, but it's functional. Didn't take us too long to build. Would take us a little bit longer if we harvested every bit of resources, but we pretty much had it built before we turned on creative mode. Oh, that's the other thing with creative mode. We can actually look at our place like this. So in creative mode, we're able to go ahead and kind of get a bird's eye view of our build and build even better using this. So let's just float around a minute. Let's look at everything that we've created. It looks pretty okay. We've got always some tweaks and little touches you can do, but this will make a good starter base, give us enough room to put in our crafting stuff, tables and so forth, in a nice location. Come back down here, get out of flying mode, and we'll put all our stuff in our place and be ready for the next episode while we go to get pets and thralls. I think could be the next episode if everybody enjoys a bit of Conan. So we thank you for joining us today. It's been a blast. Wednesday will be Enshrouded. I'm going to try to get some videos going a little more often, more than just live streams. Just have to see how things go. But I appreciate everybody's time being here. Duck, it's been awesome hanging with you. Be safe out there on those roads, on those highways and byways. So anyways, thanks so much, guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. And as we always say on this channel, until next time.